Gotta get out of here. Gotta go home.
Indeed. Right, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Angst, I think it's pronounced, which describes itself as a stealth game about having social anxiety, and it says in a school, which I thought was quite a novel and interesting setup. Game was a pain in the neck to get it to record, but we'll leave that to one side for 1 minute and we'll see if everything wants to work properly now. So let's see what we have got. We can look around. Not that there's much to be seen at the moment. That's odd. It wouldn't let me move back. Save. Oh, good. That's good. It would have been such a travesty if I'd missed, that progress that I made. Alright. So I can crouch using Control and C. There are some words here I don't recognise, and I've left the volume far too high from what I was doing previously. I apologise for that. So, yeah, I found the concept of this game to be quite an interesting one. What does this say? Yes, don't smoke, otherwise a carburettor will bash you on the back of the head, and then this small dinosaur head that's standing just in front of you will steal your ham sandwich, and then its two large jet engines which are attached to its feet will be pointed at by some more small pieces of sandwich. Right. Excuse me. My brain left the building a long time ago. Can I get into this door without you seeing me? The answer to that question would appear to be no. But I did seem to roughly sort of manage it. Perhaps I want to stay in here a little while longer. Right, so yeah, I don't really know what sort of a tone this game is going to take. Oh, okay, this is like a safe space for me? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't really know what kind of a attack this game is going to pull, whether it's going to be a bit more serious or whether it's going to be a little bit sort of fun and silly, or whether it's going to be a sort of a little bit of a mixture of multiple different styles. I don't really know, to be honest. Is that person still there? No, they're not. Now, did they leave anything in their locker which I can steal? Certainly not. What's this? What's this rather beautiful thing that I got last time? I don't know. I can only assume that that is my goal, or my objective, or something that I'm supposed to be going towards. That's interesting. Why is there a spotlight coming off his face? There's not a spotlight coming off anyone else's face. He doesn't seem to mind those two. It's not a particularly good, not a particularly good, that's just the wrong way to go. Oh dear, not a particularly good predicator of how they're going to behave towards me. So where am I going back to? I'm going back to the bathroom. Alright, so the bathroom is my sort of safe space then. That makes sense then. Okay, it seems like it did save me picking that up, so that's nice at least. Where's oh, giddy on, there he is. Go away. Go on, scoot. There we are. It's better. Get straight. Kids, yards. You inconsistently walking about Funko Pop enthusiast. Leave me alone. Is there anywhere else I can go here? I don't think so. I could try and get down there, but that would be a bit of a stretch, because I'd either have to walk past those two on this side, which is never going to work in a dozen years, or we'll have to hide in here and wait for that guy to go back again, which is possible. Just him trot by. There we go. Let's see if I can manage this. I don't know if I won or if I lost. Well, I think I'm okay, which is nice. This is, as I said, I believe this is set in a school. This is a most unusual school. You have completed the demo. Imagine you complete 4 more challenges like this, and now you'll see the end of the game. Oh, that's it, is it? Oh, okay. That was interesting. It's Gideon. It would seem I slightly suck at this. Shall I have another go at this? There we go. Why am I just doing this endlessly? Why am I just endlessly running towards this door? And it's endlessly saving? Is there some purpose to this, or has the game actually ended? This is the thing about playing random itch.io projects. You end up asking yourself these very bizarre existential questions of, is that the end? Okay, that's the end, because that's the credits. I have yet to see a game that pretends that the game has ended by playing the credits and then actually pulls a 180 on you. I think that's an opportunity that the games have missed out on, pulling that particular trick, but that's interesting. It's very nicely put together, sort of very professional. I'd quite like to see where that goes in the future in terms of what that actually turns into, because that could be a fun and interesting little thing, and offer you a nice insight into what it's really like. Because I don't know, I'm sort of middle of the road, I suppose, when it comes to middle of the road, like I'm describing my political orientation. I'm sort of middle of the road when it comes to experience with sort of social anxiety, because just have a little bit of story time with Phil here for 5 minutes. That's sweet. Just have a little bit of story time with Phil for a few minutes. I was homeschooled for the first 15 years of my life, and at the time I was living out in the middle of nowhere, so I had very little opportunities for social interaction with other people, due to various circumstances, including the aforementioned. And then I went to school when I was sort of 15 or 16 years old, and at that point I had very limited social skills, so that led to a degree of sort of awkwardness and anxiety around socialization for me, which is half the reason I wanted to play this game, because it's about social anxiety in a school, which I found to be quite an interesting concept. However, as I interacted with people like you do, my skills, sort of social skills of knowing how to coexist with other human beings, began to develop. So then it sort of lightened off a little bit. I still wouldn't consider myself the most gregarious of individuals, but I'm certainly head and shoulders above where I was all those years ago. So yeah, I'm always interested in seeing old games like this about sort of social anxiety and things, because I've had an interesting sort of experience with it myself, which is not quite what most people go through, and fortunately is a lot less severe and a lot more treatable, if you like, a lot more correctable than the situations that most people with social anxiety find themselves in, finding a rather very difficult thing to deal with. But anyway, that was interesting. I'll keep my eye on this, because I'd quite like to screw around with the real thing, because it seems quite exciting, and like it has an interesting story to tell.